Today, I would like to talk to you about not my book, not anything else, but about life, about the lessons what one learns in life, and share my experiences from a child to growing up in school, college, and getting into work, business, marriage, and stuff. I'm going to talk about the lessons that I've learned in life and passing on that experience or that what I've had, so that this is for the next generation to learn and see that they don't make those mistakes which I did and talk about it.
What legacy would you want to leave behind for the next generation? Your legacy.
Legacy,
Yeah.
the legacy, what I want to leave behind, that is a very good question, is I have made so many mistakes in my life. I'm talking of marriage, relationships, children, friends, parents, business associates, everything. I've done it all. Mistakes. And I have made so many of them, convincing myself that what I did was right. Then something dawned upon me. Where it dawned upon me? When I was in the ICU with all these needles stuck inside me and nobody around. When you had a heart attack and I was in the ICU with recovery. I'm sitting there all by myself. And then you sit down and realize, what the hell have you done? I mean, what is all this about? You're clamoring, we are all climbing on top of each other to get somewhere. And when your ambition, the very thin line between your ambition and greed. When greed steps in, you know, and here what has happened, I've seen a lot of people have gotten to greed. They've got it, they want more, and more, and more, and more. And when they reach that level, there's no turning back. So I realized that we've got to stop somewhere. So when I did that and realized, this gave me a thought that you've got cars, you've got property, you've got a good business, you have money, you have friends, you have children, you have everything. What are we running for? Now is the time to consolidate all that. And this only you learn when you get a dhakka. Dhakka means a shock, like a heart attack, or like an accident, or like something serious happens. Then you start thinking, yeah, what am I doing? What am I running after? For what? You're leaving behind all these people emotionally scarred with your behavior because you think you're the very famous guy, you made money, you're rich, you've made everything, and you're giving all these people a feeling of inferiority. I said, you have to take along your unit. You have to keep your unit, which is your family, together, which I realized very late in life. That I'd rather build that relationship with him before I go. So this is the legacy which I'm now talking about openly, is what I want to leave behind. I mean, this book is about my legacy, right? Now, if this book turns into a documentary tomorrow, which we are planning to do, that will become my legacy. Because then I want my grandchildren and their children and their children to see, because there's something in hard copy which they can see, oh, my grandfather was like this. Or they'll have a video or a documentary, they say, see this, what it is. Because I have seen now that I have no pictures of my father. Very few of what my mother kept. My remembrances of my father and mother have faded. I don't even remember the day of his birthday, the day he passed away. I've forgotten. And so will you. Over a period of time, you'll just remain a picture on the wall, which may not be cleaned for years after a while. Eventually, that's what you're going to become, a memory. So when you're doing that, you have to leave some legacy behind where people remember, how do I remember Sunil Dutt, for example? Sunil Dutt's picture and frame I have in my hall, in my office cabin, and I have his picture. Why don't I have my father's picture? Right? Because he left an impression upon me. He was my guide, mentor, and he was a friend. He used to talk to me, not guiding me, not lecturing me, but through his experience and work, I started learning. I picked up so much from him. For me, he was my biggest mentor, and I had his picture. Everybody asked me, why do you have Sunil Dutt's photograph and not your father or your family? I said, for me, he was my guiding light. That's what I liked. And I dedicated the book to him. So this is what you want to be remembered as today, as a person who was a very nice person whom we learned something. That's the difference between remembering my father and Mr. Sunil Dutt. So that's the legacy he has left behind. I mean, so many people, famous people have come and gone. Who remembers them? Who remembers them? But the deeds and the good things that you do in terms of talking to people and guiding them indirectly or directly is what they remember you by. Even now, he's dead 17 years. But his memory is very alive. Why? Not because he was Sunil Dutt, the great star or actor or whatever. No. Because he was a good human being and a good-hearted person. He helped people. And that's what I want to leave behind as a legacy for myself. That the people remember me with goodness, happiness, and saying, this is you're a good person, my friend. That's the legacy I want to leave behind.
I'm asking you this question because nowadays in Dubai or in general, people, they, especially youngsters like us, there are a lot of people nowadays that start small things or even join a new organization, for the smallest example, and they say that, oh, I can't do this, and they just leave. You have established everything, but still you want to go and move on. So what motivates you firstly, and what advice you would give those people who be like, okay, theek hai, like, or maybe even in real estate, for the smallest example, they do one deal and be like, theek hai, boss, sab ho gaya, and they want to be like, मैं इसमें गुजारा कर लूंगा till I come to the next deal, right? So what motivates you first thing, and what advice you would give these young generation or this generation, that even if you achieve everything, you should keep going, and that motivation should be there.
Is that nowadays with the new generation, so I would put the new generation into two categories. One is the needy, the other is not so needy. It's the children of rich people. Right? Then you have the children of needy people who come from middle class families, want to make a mark and do something in life for them because they've not had a good life. There are two categories. Now let me talk to the ones who are the needy ones. Now the needy ones are hungry. They want to look at things. They want to try and grab what they are doing, giving them this chance of it. Today real estate has become like a game. Every second person you meet, what are you doing? I'm doing real estate. Oh, we got real estate. We started real estate. But the thing is, what is your hunger for? What do you want to follow? Tomorrow real estate goes down and something else comes up. Will you go towards that and say, no, for me, real estate goes okay? This is the mistake that people will make. And they want today quick money. The fastest money you make today is in real estate. When you sell a property, you get commission, good. The amount is not small. You're okay. So you take it easy till you go to the next deal. But this is the biggest mistake is there are no shortcuts in life. And the best shortcut in life is real estate. It's harsh but true. Everybody is into real estate because it's booming. Tomorrow, God forbid, something happens or the bubble bursts. What happened to the real estate in 2008 or 2018 when it happened? What happened? People ran away. Couldn't do anything else because that was easy money coming to them. Because एक तो investment नहीं, you meet two people, you do a deal, you sell it, the buyer pays, the seller gets, you get your commission, you walk out. Now this doesn't happen in a real business. When I'm saying this is brick and mortar business, like you have a factory, you're manufacturing stuff. You follow that. I've been doing this. I started not once but twice. I started from scratch in India with 1,000 rupees and built up an empire. Then in 2000, I got frustrated and left that empire. The money as is. When I came to Dubai in 2000 with zero money, because I didn't want to bring money here. I could. I started from zero again at the age of 53 and built up another empire. So this was a passion which I wanted to prove to myself I can do it again at 53. And now I'm at 78. Now I'm proving to myself that listen, I can go to the gym. I go to the gym 3 times a week. I have a trainer. At 78, with all my illnesses which I had, I'm feeling good. So you have to follow instead about going to office. If I don't go to office for one day, I feel guilty. You know, I feel really guilty when I don't go to the office because I feel that I'm not taking care of my child. You know, if the child grows up, now as I said, my child has grown up, business is grown up, it's on autopilot more or less. But sometimes when I don't get an answer from them, or don't reply, or the son doesn't, or the daughter doesn't call you back in time, or how are you? Why not call you back? Now let's bring this to business. I built this business with just my babies. If I feel that the people who are running it, like my son or others, they can never feel the same hurt or pain because they've had it when it was growing up. Now my son is getting into his own business, which I let him. I said, now go and fly, doing it. Now he's realizing that I got my own skin in the game. Now I'm going to make this work. That's what I wanted to imbibe in my children. My eldest son, I gave him the business as a run. Now he's survivor. So they will now run it. That's the difference. So when something is your own baby, you don't let it go. I mean, the mother and father never let their children go even if they do wrong things. You still think, no, beta, mera acha hai. I mean, he may be a drunkard, he may be an alcoholic, he may be a druggie, maybe whatever it is. No, mera bacha hai. So this is exactly. So when you're down and ups and downs in business, which I've had plenty of ups and downs in business, I have seen to it that I become more alert during the downs than the ups. But my Hawkeye focus is always there. I get 700 to 800 emails every day. You know that? I have a catch-all account in my office which nobody knows. And I see every email that comes in and goes out. Every email. And I start deleting it. But when I find that something is wrong, or a quality is rejected, or there's a delay in payment, or something like that, I pick it up and I question them. Those people get surprised, sir. What are you doing? What did you know? That's what I'm asking you. You're not doing this right. So you have to have a bigger perspective of a hawk's eye. You're seeing things from a different avenue and landscape. You're not doing it from a narrow-minded thing. You're not looking at a petty thing. You're looking from a broad. So you can see now I'm traveling. Even if I go for 2 months, I don't get a phone call from office. I feel neglected. अरे यार इन्होंने फोन नहीं किया me or what? So I phone them. Sir, everything is fine, sir. You enjoy yourself. I know not tell me what's happening. I know what's happening, but I want to know because I want to be part of it. So when you go on a 1 month holiday, you want to get back to work, and that is because it's like a mother. You can never be got rid of the child or his feeling and even so it's like business is like your child. This is the reason why I still like going to office. If you don't go to office and sit and tell me I'm retired, I'm 78, I'm retired, I'm going to play my poker, I'm going to have my parties, and I'm going to go for movies and go for traveling and just go enjoy myself. I'll die in 1 year. Believe me, I'll die in 1 year. Because I have nothing to do, nothing to get up in the morning for. You know, like today, I got up, I went to the gym and came back. It was 12:31 and I got phone calls and busy and everything. And at 3:30, I have to be a leave for coming here. I rang up my son, Nikhil. I said, no, it's 1 o'clock and should I come to the office? I wanted to go to the office because I was feeling bad. No, Dad, everything good. You go to your podcast and come. Are you sure everything is okay? You enjoy yourself. You know that even the 2 hours where I could have gone and shown my face, I didn't do. But that inside feeling of there that I missed office today. That is the difference between. It's a similarity between a mother and child and a business which you started. But if you inherited the business, then it's a different ballgame. Then you don't take it that seriously as you have taken because you built that business. Now let's come to the not so needy children. The children of rich people, we've seen how their behavior is. They're driving fast cars, they're having wild parties, with money unknown, traveling, having, you know, killing people on the road or whatever it is. They are the spoiled brats. But the children, the parents have spoiled them. So that's another story. They will never know what it is to really earn money because they've had it. They have a golden spoon in their mouth, they'll have it. That is a sad situation because tomorrow most of them will have an easy living all their life because their parents have made so much money that they don't care. That's a sorry situation. And I have nothing to say about that because I think that's beyond repair. So that's the sad part. But the hungry and the needy are there. That's the one who want to make a mark. Like I started with, I am a middle class family. My parents, my father was in LIC, my mother was running a printing press. We had a very middle class living. But I wanted to break free. My father wanted me to take up a job. Be happy, take a job and live a life happily, get married, have children. That's your life. No, there's life beyond that. I jumped into business and I got the opportunity and I did it. Then I got cheated or betrayed in that after putting it. Then I started my own. And I said, let me try that. And it succeeded because I put in my effort because I knew what I was doing. But I broke away from that middle class family to be job legged people. I was the only person in the family who started a business or had a business for running. That was the difference. So you have to break free of the shackles and think beyond the box. Think out of the box. When you start doing that, then automatically things happen, and they come to you. Opportunities come to everybody. Come to you and everybody. But you have to realize that you have to take it and grab it and then stick to it and follow it.
What excites you most about the next chapter of your life? Like, if you had something, what would be the next chapter of your life?
See, what excites me most about the next chapter is something that is unknown. So it cannot excite me. But I'm always looking around and seeing opportunities and whatever comes to me. I have never run after anything, whether it's business or job or anything. They have in some form or other come to me and I have decided to take it or not. So these opportunities I'm getting every day even today. But I have not crossed that line of greed, like I talked to you earlier. I have realized that I have this much, I need this much, and I've got it. And now how to consolidate that and make the money earn for you. Make money out of more money. I don't want to now expand and get into another issue. I've got a lot of opportunities to start other businesses. Why should I? Everybody comes to me with a deal. Rajan, let's do this business, being successful. Even my son, when he came to me, when he started the business, he said, Dad, let's do this. It's a great opportunity. I said, son, I'm done. I am done. I'm happy with what little I have. I'm happy what I'm doing. I have my time. I don't want to get into a new venture at this stage and age of my life where I have to again give bank guarantees and mortgage in my house and stuff like that, and hoping for it to. What for? You're 78, man. I mean, how long are you going to live? You're not immortal. I want to enjoy what I've done and made in life, and I enjoy it. I'm enjoying and spending what I want to spend on without regrets, whether it's playing poker or going on my cruises or clothes and splurging on whatever you want to do. You have that. You don't think about it. Because I've planned it in such a way that I've built enough safety material and shield around me in terms of investments, in terms of properties, in terms of systems. So I've got plan A, plan B, plan C planned out. Plan your work and work your work. I've planned all that out. Now you're talking of further after me what? I don't want there to be a problem after I'm gone. I will plan for that. Plan D. That tomorrow if I'm gone, what should go to whom? So that they are all happy, but then don't fight about it. Because you know what happens when you die. When you have a will and then everybody's grabbing it. Fighting. It's like a dead animal and the vultures come and want to eat you up. I don't want to do that. I want to see that it's all done. That's all planned up and done. So I don't have to worry. Tomorrow if I'm gone, they know who's going to get what. So that is something that you have to plan for your inheritance of when you're not there. So that everybody is comfortable. So this is what it's all about, is that people think that people who are rich, people who have died without will. Can you believe it? And not so many who died without will. So they don't think of it because they think they're immortal. So does this answer your question?
Yes.
I think we've discussed a lot about our lives, my lives, and passed on a lot of gyan to everybody. If somebody wants to take it, otherwise you can leave it. And I will see you in my next podcast where I will give you another lesson on life.